I love the fact that the government yesterday was talking about fiscal restraint. In all of this, words have lost their meaning. Fiscal restraint? When Tony Abbott became Prime Minister, the gross debt was bad enough, $274 billion. By the middle of next year, it will head towards $1 trillion. That's the economic damage. What about the mental, emotional and psychological damage? It should never have come to this. We could have easily quarantined the vulnerable, the elderly and those with preconditions and people in Indigenous and regional communities. There was no need for these massive shutdowns, but the politicians who've created the economic mess now tell us they know how to get us out of it. Business has been slow out of the blocks, but at least they are now saying, Rob Scott, Chief Executive of Wesfarmers, quote, widespread significant lockdowns really hurt the economy. Well, how long did it take them to work that out? Wesfarmers own Bunnings and Officeworks and Target and Kmart and Geeks to You. Rob Scott has said lockdowns have an enormous negative effect on confidence, to say nothing of recruiting on WhatsApp to manage hotel quarantining. So now the Morrison government is taking out the hot knife. The JobKeeper payment will go from $1,500 a fortnight to $1,200 a fortnight come October 1. On January 1, it'll go to $1,000. And if you've worked fewer than 20 hours a week, you won't get the $1,500. It'll be $750 a fortnight come October 1 and $650 a fortnight from January 1. But the notion of paying people more than they were earning pre-coronavirus was ridiculous from day one. Treasurer Frydenberg admitted on Monday that 900,000 of the 3.5 million people getting their wages and salaries subsidised were getting paid on average $550 a fortnight more than they'd previously been earning. It makes your head spin. And what used to be the unemployment benefit, New Start, now called JobSeeker, will from October 1 be reduced by $300. There'll be a COVID-19 supplement. It'll decrease from $550 to $250 a fortnight. There'll now be an argument that in this environment, JobSeeker, or the unemployment benefit, of about $850 a fortnight, which includes the COVID-19 supplement, may not be enough. There are 1.6 million Australians on this payment. But mutual obligations will be introduced from August 4. Now, it's perfectly valid to ask people who are receiving other people's money, which is called welfare, to have some obligation to earn for themselves. So they'll be required to search for 4 jobs each month. Sounds good. Where the hell are these jobs? And how can we be confident that these people, bureaucrats and politicians, know the way forward? After all, as I said, we've overpaid a quarter of the 3.5 million Australians on JobKeeper, $6 billion in the first 6 months of the coronavirus response, overpaid. And remember, it was back in May that we learned about the $60 billion miscalculation about the number who were to receive the JobKeeper payment. 6 million workers suddenly became 3. This is the mob who are telling us they know how to grow the economy to retire $1 trillion of debt. Can someone tell me there are tooth fairies at the bottom of the garden?